Hello everyone, this is Vi. We're checking out Self Energy Prototype. This is a game I've not played before. We're going to give it a playtest, see if we can give some useful feedback. I've got the game page open here. It says, disclaimer, this is not a game, a test bed for a possible first-person shooter in finding the fun stage of prototyping. Fun has not been found yet. Designed to be compatible with mobile devices and touchscreens. Goes on to list some features and then controls, various different control setups. Looks like we have touchscreen, keyboard and mouse, interestingly enough. Alright, so quite a difference, I would imagine, between different control schemes here, particularly going from like keyboard to keyboard and mouse. I'm guessing this is going to be something like Doom-esque, but of course I haven't played it, so we're going to have to figure that out. Hopefully the volume isn't too loud, but not seeing anything past the screen here. I'm going to go ahead and click on options. This is currently in a small window, which is why my mouse probably looks huge in the capture. Let's see if full screen works. Looks like it does. We've got volume here, we got controls here. So credits game. We got like a full menu here, despite the fact that this is apparently just a very early prototype. That's nice to see. We've got even edit keyboard, which apparently doesn't work right now, which is not surprising. Got tank or strafe or touchpad, mouse sensitivity. That's always important. Visible touchpad controls, aim assist. All right, for now I'm going to... Okay, we've got survival and multiplayer even. I wonder what happens if you try and do that. Is that okay? It looks like we have actual online multiplayer of some sort, presumably. That's kind of cool, but I'm not going to mess around with that. Trust no one, not even yourself. I'll go ahead and click on survival. We've got testbed 1, and we've got testbed 1. Let's go ahead and click on start and see what happens here. Oh, you can actually look up and down. Okay. So we got music. It's maybe a little on the loud side. I'm going to see if okay, it looks like escape pauses. That's great. So yeah, you've got some of these sort of kind of, I guess you could call it polish. I don't know if that's the right word, but these extra features of, you know, having a full menu and being able to pause and go to the menu and stuff, like you don't always see this in prototypes, so it's just kind of nice and comfy to see that kind of thing. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume down a little bit in the capture. Hopefully that's sounds a little better for the purpose of this video. So okay, one thing I'm noticing is escape does not resume. So I always want to see, like, having escape to open up the pause menu and such is great, but I want to hit escape to go back out again, which is not the case here, so it's kind of annoying. I do find this to feel quite weird, so alright, something's shooting me. Wow, holy cow, you move so fast. Unfortunately, yeah, so unfortunately there's a lot of input lag, so that makes the whole aiming thing kind of feel awful. Yeah, there's a lot of input lag. What is even shooting me? My health is going down, right? Oh, it's that guy. Okay, so obviously early prototype. It's nice to have things like directional indicators, I think, for damage. Not every game, especially like some of the older games, does that, but I think that's a really nice thing to have. Obviously there's not really much in... I guess there is at least projectiles coming out of that guy, but... What? Are they killing each other? Yeah, you can't really see anything except for like the animation. There's like a tiny bit of like the particle effect from the gun that you can kind of see there, but definitely improve some of the visual feedback from enemies shooting you and stuff, so you can actually understand what's going on. Some of these animations are looking kind of janky. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is kind of playable. It's just the lag is kind of painful. The fact that you move so fast is weird. I actually have sounds on my... Oof, yeah, it's really hard to aim with this much latency. So in terms of latency, the big thing that helps is being able to turn off VSync and use exclusive full screen mode, rather than the borderless window mode that is kind of the default nowadays. I guess, did I die? I guess maybe. I guess I died. Could use a little bit better feedback, but okay, so I got a different weapon now. So in terms of what's actually going on here, it looks like in the top right we've got 2 different guns maybe, and okay, so the scroll wheel. Interesting. So the scroll wheel changes guns. If you spin it kind of fast, it does like a really fast change, but I also noticed like if I try to move it 1 notch at a time on the scroll wheel, it doesn't change consistently. So I don't know how you've got that set up, because it's like it like skips 1 for some reason, so like I have to scroll it like 1 or 2 times in order to change. So something's going a little funny there. It was just like a small bug or something that's just making it not quite the intended behavior. But yeah, I feel like I feel like a kid trying to play FPS games with the aim being so laggy. So we pick up data coins, there's different weapons. Looks like I've got some kind of an orange colored thing in the top right there, but I don't, like nothing, the actual gun models don't really seem to line up to the stuff up there. I do believe you mentioned that this is all placeholder graphics anyways, but yeah, it's a little confusing nonetheless. Let me try real quick the old keyboard controls. Looks like you rotate real slow. Oh, you can do melee. But it's, okay, there's just not very good feedback on it, so it's hard to tell when it's hitting. Oh my gosh, it's like you, you strafe and run around so quickly. Can you hold shift or something? No. But you turn real slow. Can you change that in the menu or something? What actually? It says, oh, / turn speed. Maybe that affects that too. Okay, I like that this isn't continuous. That's good to see, but it would be nice to have like a number or something to kind of reference for this. So you have kind of a sense of like what you're setting it to. At the very least, you could put little notches or something. But let's click on resume. So that's going to change the mouse. Okay, that does change this turn speed too. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, I don't remember ever having played an FPS like this, except for like Metroid Prime on the GameCube, which was, well, no, that didn't have separate, a slightly different control scheme. Obviously I played Doom, but I used like mouse left and right, so it's not like it's that much different or anything, but it's definitely feels a little strange. Yeah, it feels very different just in the general feel of it compared to using the mouse, even if you're just doing the same thing, you know, just turning left and right. And now that I've got the sensitivity cranked up, I can't really switch back to the mouse as well because it's going to move really fast. Yeah, obviously I'm like much more experienced with using mouse. Like, oh gosh, it's hard to aim. But it's kind of cool. Just having a different feel to it using the keyboard controls. I kind of appreciate that. So yeah, in terms of what I'm doing, I don't know. I'm just kind of running around and just like randomly shooting. I guess what is the keyboard button for changing weapons? Or is it the number button? Okay, yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that first. It's something I actually don't like very much about, you know, the classic FPS games is using the number keys for weapons. I mean, obviously there's nothing wrong with having it there, but I like having an alternative method, like, you know, just anything else. I don't like having to take my fingers off of the movement keys in order to change weapons, and some of them, like if you have a lot of weapons, you have to really start reaching for them and stuff. I don't appreciate that about older games very much, but My gosh, the move speed is so fast. That's not something you can change, is it? Yeah. So, so yeah, I would tone that down. I mean, it's cool to be able to move fast. Another option is you can add some inertia to the movement. That's like pretty much all first-person games have inertia on the movement. I can't really think of any well-known ones that don't. So I'm sure someone else would tell you, the game could use that. I kind of like having very low inertia because it's just so responsive. But just a little bit would be nice, because if you do want to be able to move fast like this, if you want to make these tiny adjustments and you're trying to just tap the button really lightly, it's really annoying, because you can use that with your aiming, obviously, especially if you're using this keyboard aiming like I'm doing right now. It's basically your strafing is used as much for aiming as turning left and right is in this kind of controls scheme. So if you have a little bit of inertia, then you don't have this hypersensitive thing where you're trying to aim and you keep going overcompensating, trying to get the thing to land on the guy, a little bit of inertia kind of solves that. So, and it just feels a little bit more kind of polished in a way. It feels a bit more physically oh, that guy shoots me right away. Right, is there reloading? There is reloading, just no animation, I think. Or I picked up a shotgun. What was I? Okay, I'm looking at the little meters in this around the crosshair here. Does that guy just appear back there? Does he spawn there? All right, so the one on the right is apparently your ammo of some sort, and then I guess pickups. I don't know, the data coin. Does that count as ammo or something? I don't quite understand. Oh, they do just appear in here. Okay. Pistol seems pretty strong. Obviously, it shoots really slow, but it does seem like it'd be really good for peeking around corners, because it seems to do a lot of damage up front compared to the automatic weapons. I'm killing guys in 2 shots. I can't. But yeah, so that issue is exacerbated when you're up close like this, because it's oh, I can't get him in the screen. And then this one is the shotgun. So, right, yeah, that's stronger than the pistol in close range, as you would expect. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's just, controls are hard. And this one is the full auto thing, which, oh, wait, how did I melee? Did I press the down key? Maybe my finger slipped or something. That was kind of weird. It's you can, oh, okay, it just leaves the gun model there. Doesn't do much damage to it. That's kind of unfortunate. I mean, not unfortunate, it's disappointing, I guess. Kind of feels like if you can, oh wait, they melee you too. Kind of feels like if you can get in that close, maybe you should be rewarded for. Some of them died kind of quick though. Or I think that guy was shooting them in the back, so I think they do damage to each other or something. Now what is going on with the meter in the middle where it has part of it's yellow and part of it's orange? I don't know what that's doing. Oh, heal station, punch to use, health, small, medium, large, armor, small, medium, large. Interesting. So we have coins. So presumably. Okay, so I'm gonna have to click down here. Now, if I'm not using the mouse, if I'm using keyboard controls, I can't navigate this menu, so that's a bit of a frustration. If I'm trying to play with keyboard controls, I don't want to have to reach for the mouse and jump back and use the keyboard again. I'd rather be able to, stick to a consistent control scheme there. So, yeah, I don't think we're gonna see anything else really, but it does appear to be a one of these situations where you earn coins, then you can get upgrades or whatever. Yeah, I guess there's not too much else to talk about. I'll give just some general thoughts. I know that everything is supposed to be placeholder, but I actually like the really minimalistic look to everything. It looks like really crisp. I like how little inertia there is on the movement, but I do think you need at least a little bit of inertia. But I really like how snappy it feels to move around. You know, it kind of, in some way, it kind of works with the super sparse design of the levels, because everything just feels crispy and very game-like instead of trying to be all, you know, realistic or whatever games do nowadays. I just like the gamey feel of it, but yeah, it just feels very chunky, I guess, is the word I would use to describe it, where it's like the arena's kind of small, got all these kind of big obstructions, and just feels cool. This doesn't do anything when you're out of ammo, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, in terms of what it needs, obviously just, you know, more stuff, more polish is the first and foremost thing. And I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say. I guess there's not too much else to say, obviously, because this is so early, but I guess the developer's looking for fun. I don't think this is like... I don't know, I wouldn't say it's not fun, I just feel like it just needs, you know, more work and more polish for what you have here. I don't know if you're looking for some kind of cool idea or something, but yeah, to me it seems pretty obvious, like what the next steps are and everything, so just kind of, you know, put more work into it, polish things up, and there's no reason why even these bare bones that you have here with a few extra details of polish won't be fun to just run around and shoot at guys with. You know, that's just kind of inherently a fun thing. So yeah, I don't think you're like on the wrong track or anything. If that gives you any sort of, what is that? Okay, I don't know if that's for health or what. But yeah, if that gives you any sort of encouragement, seems cool. So I hope you keep going with it, and let me know if you have any questions. Be happy to give you any more feedback or input on the design or whatever. And oh, yeah, you've got Vav working on the music, that's cool. Nice. So that's, I assume, I don't know if that's original music or if that's music he already did or whatever, but I know he makes nice music, so yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm interested to see where this goes. I hope you kind of keep the sort of sparse aesthetic of it, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.